name is Brian De Oliveira. I'm a composer and I'm the creative director here at La Hacienda Creative. We do a lot of music and sound for video games mostly, and we do everything from doing interactive systems with music to creating sound effects that blend seamlessly within these musical systems and compositions that we do. So it works extensively with the CUX-100Ks before, sampling a lot of music and Foley. And when I heard about the CUX-100Ks, I thought this was the dream microphone. They had to be good. They've become my main microphones. I record all kinds of material, and to my surprise, it's become pretty much the go-to mic. I record, say, about 90% of everything that I do now at the studio. So I own two CUX-100s, and I got them especially because of the 100K ability with them. There are infinite possibilities with being able to record at high resolutions. People don't really realize it, but you've got a lot more information within the signal. What's great about them is that they are completely neutral and grab exactly what I hear with my ears. They're the closest microphones to normal human hearing that exists. Everything sounds more natural. The highs are crisper and more easier on the ears, and materials and instruments such as violins and things that are really high in their sibilance actually feel a lot more real and not jarring in any way. With the 100K, we've got cardioid far, cardioid near, and omni, and they're all useful in their own way. My personal favorite is the omni mode. As you can see in the back here, I've got it set up with a fake mannequin head, and I'm able to also play with spatiality. I move around a lot with instruments and when I'm performing, and the microphones are part of the instrument for me. It's part of the performance also. So that's something that I've been developing with other microphones over the years, but it's come to its apex form in terms of the quality and the expression that I can get using these microphones as my main form of recording. When I was doing Shadow of the Tomb Raider and a few other video games, I use these extensively. They all come from Mexico. Yeah, and they're just scary but beautiful sounding. Lots of fun to be had. For me, I use it as audio putty, you could say, because it becomes a lot more workable. I do a lot of repitching, reshifting, and I can go down up to 4 octaves and just be able to do all kinds of mangling that you normally would never be able to do with any other microphone in the market right now. Other examples is working with my voice, repitching. I've found some really neat ways. Instead of using a pitch shifter, I actually will take a track, pitch it down an octave of my singing, and then double it, and it's the most natural way of getting an octaver as well. I can even go down 2 octaves, and I can even sound like a chanting monk from a deep, far mountain that's become a monster. So there's unlimited potential with these microphones, and I've done everything from sampling little bits of metal and scratching that when you turn them down, when you pitch them down, they sound like massive bells and ethereal alien sounds, to being able to take a flute, which a really high-pitched flute that only has 1 range, and pitch it down to 2 octaves, and it sounds like a natural flute with barely any artifacts, if any, actually. And even other instruments that I didn't think would actually be recorded that well with it actually ended up being outstanding, such as percussion. I've been able to get a much bigger and massive sound out of the bass drums and all of the sort of rare percussion that we have. It's not just about capturing the low end when I'm doing these percussions. The fact that it captures all this high end allows me to create really a huge epic sound. And it's the first time that I've been able to get such a great sound in this room. And these microphones allow me to just be creative and get on with doing what I do as a composer and as a sound designer, and come up with amazing results without going through too much mixing or EQing. What you see is what you get. That is my philosophy of how I like to create sound, and the CUX-100Ks have allowed me to be able to do this. This is the original RCA Victor room from the 1940s, and I've used this room as an instrument in itself. The acoustics here, as you can tell, are beautiful. And actually, when I got the CUX-100Ks, This was the cherry on the cake because I was able to hear things and get sounds that I had not even heard with other microphones within the room. It's kind of become the perfect system for me to record with what I do as a creator, as a composer, and as a sound designer.